Today's video is going to be a fun one. We try to do these every year pretty much, sharing our goals for the new year, our financial goals for 2023, and also taking a look back as to what exactly it is that we said at the beginning of 2022. Did we hit those goals, financial goals? Did we not? What's the situation? Where are our heads at right now? We're going to be talking about all of that in today's video. Hey Wealth Builders!
Welcome back to another episode of The Bemused. My name is Mishak.
And I'm Akiva.
And on this channel, we talk about all things money for young adults just like you and us.
So if you're into that, come on and join the squad by hitting that big red subscribe button. And while you're at it, click that notification bell so you never miss new fun videos just like this one. So first, let's start by taking a look back at what we said we wanted to accomplish in 2022 and whether or not we achieved those goals. So, goal number one that we had at the start of the year was to finish our rapid debt pay down journey. And y'all, if you've been watching for a while, you already know that we absolutely crushed this goal, okay? Y'all watched us make that payment this year. I think it was about June,
Yep.
June of 2022. Y'all watched us spend $60. It was $60,000 in the span of like 10 minutes, okay? Because our goal, for those of you who are new, was to pay off $90,000 worth of our student loan debt. Within 3 years was our initial goal. Within 3 years of getting married, we got married in October of 2020. So you can do that math for yourself. But we ended up meeting that goal in half the time, in 18 months, actually. So we made that payment, I think it was June, when you count 18 months. We actually, interestingly enough, just did a podcast episode with the team over at Frugal Friends. So we'll make sure to link that in the description. And up here, they have a YouTube version as well, kind of recounting the nuances and the detail, maybe some new information that even our subscribers haven't heard within that episode around the mechanics of exactly what we did to achieve that goal. So that was a big goal that we definitely accomplished this year.
I'm really happy about that one. It was something that was really important to me. About just trying to pay off as much of our student loan debt as possible. So this is one of those things that the pandemic was horrible, but really helped supercharge our goal, because without that, I mean, I think we would have paid it off, but it wouldn't have had as much of an impact, right? Because right now with student loans being paused, interest being paused, when it does resume, it's like we've taken a big chunk out of our principal. So that's going to save us in the long run thousands of dollars. So I'm really happy about that.
And not to mention the additional income opportunities. All right, now I'm giving away the podcast episode, but additional income opportunities that without COVID would not have happened.
Yes.
So all of that.
So number two, our goal was to save $10,000 for a life-changing event that, out in the future, whenever. And we not only did, save the money that we wanted to save, we actually doubled it and some. So we're able to save $25,000 instead of $10,000. So again, really happy about that we were able to accomplish that goal.
Yeah, you'll see that in our next net worth update as well. We explain that a little bit more too. Goal number 3 was also student loan related. So on top of achieving our rapid debt pay down, paying down all of our student loans that were above 5%, right? We wanted to also pay down / save an additional $10,000 for student loans, right? On top of that. And did we do that? We did. You'll see that in our net worth update too, but we actually did save up that money, right? We haven't actually paid it yet because loans have continued to be in forbearance. We did not feel the rush to, but we got it sitting in the account waiting for forbearance to be up, and we'll just make a lump sum payment with whatever we have at that moment.
And our fourth and final goal was for me to earn 6 figures in 2022. Unfortunately, that was the only goal that we did not hit, but that's okay. It's a goal for a reason. You gotta, keep aiming for something. So, I'm happy that we had the goal. Unfortunately, like I said, didn't make it, but that's all right. We're gonna keep getting there for me. I will be a part of the 6-figure club at some point.
So now let's dovetail into our 2023 goals. And our list is not as long as it was in previous years. I don't know what it is. If it is just, there's a lot less kind of going on. I feel like every year we've had something that we've been working toward with valiant intent, right? Like there's always a goal, there's always something, the next thing. And I feel like we're kind of at a stage now where we're kind of coasting in a way. Maybe that's not the best term to use, but I feel like there isn't like any huge thing we're striving toward. We're kind of steady state with a lot of things in our finances. So there aren't really as many goals as we had previously. So what I would say for 2023 goals, for me, what I really would like to do is invest more. So this was something we actually ended up doing in 2022 that I'm hoping to continue doing in 2023. It wasn't on our original list, was increase our rate of investing. So in 2022, we got to a point where both of us are now, combined with employer matching, all that stuff, are investing at a rate of 15% of our gross pay. So that was a big step for us to increase our investing, and I ideally would like to get it even up to 20% if we can, right? The more we can invest, the more we can grow our wealth, the sooner we can retire, because I'm tired of working these jobs, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So it's like, my mom laughs at me all the time. She's like, girl, you're like 25. I'm like, yes, I know, but I'm ready to retire. Thank you.
I've been working since 14.
Thank you, right? It's like, I've been working for over a decade. Well, for a decade at this point.
It's been over a decade for me, so I'm tired.
It's like, I'm tired, okay? I've been working all my life. So yeah, the more we can invest, the more we can get closer to those financial independence, give us even more flexibility and freedom with what we do with our time. So that is a goal of mine, is to get us eventually up to a 20% rate if we can. So that's gonna be the goal for me this year.
And my goal, or our group goal for this year, is to not make 100,000 like it was last year. I'm not going to aim for that. I'm actually going to go for 110. I want to up the ante just a little bit more. I like the punishment. Like I said, you got to have a goal. Even if you don't reach it, that's where I want to be. Inflation, it's increased. I went from 100 to 110, and I'm comfortable with that. So hopefully this year it happens. But if it doesn't, I'm okay with it. I'll be just as fine, but I like having these goals because it gives me something to really get behind and try and make it happen.
So what are your plans for reaching that goal then? Because a goal without a plan is just a wish. So
that's a word.
What are you gonna do? What's your plan to hit your goal?
I don't care if they see this. They watch my stuff sometimes. I'm looking for other employment.
No shame.
Yeah, I am. I'm not going to go into that. I'm looking for other employment because I feel that with inflation increasing, my income has to increase to match that, where we can be at a little bit more of a comfortable place. And unfortunately, the only way to do that would be to jump ship and go someplace else where I'm going to get a sizable increase. So that's just where I am. I'm also putting together a program. I'm working on that.
A new business venture.
New business venture, which you guys, if you follow me on social media, specifically on Instagram, you've
Him
heard
personally,
me,
not the Bemused.
Yes, not the Bemused, even though it's under the Bemused umbrella brand. So I'm, starting up a travel program membership, really. More details on that later, but for right now, that is a venture where I'm going to see if I can, make some money from that. So follow me on my handle here. It'll be listed on the screen somewhere if you want to get more details. And I'll also drop the link to join the newsletter or waitlist, rather, so that you can be notified when that program does go live.
Yeah, y'all probably heard us talk about, we'll link the video where we outline how we went on our honeymoon for absolutely free to Dubai and the Maldives for how many days was it? Over 10 days, right? So that's stuff that we do on a regular is travel hacking. And so we're no crazy pros, but we've been able to do some serious damage with that. So he's really been the mind behind all of that stuff. So now he's teaching other people how to do it. So I'm going to
teach you how to do it too. And join my travel program on Facebook. That's completely free, where I'm going to be teaching you how you can fly for cheap. So join that. The link will be down below as well.
Yeah. I would say a goal that I just thought about that is, even though it's kind of steady state for us right now, it's still a goal. Our goal is to be able to put $1,500 a month towards student loans. So hopefully we're able to continue to be consistent. But that's what I'm saying. It's it's not an official goal because right now, as of the last few months, that's become our default. But that is the rate that we want to continue saving. I think that's really the only thing we're saving or really putting money toward in 2023 really is that when you think about it. So I'm gonna add that to the list as a bonus goal, is to be able to continue to meet that
She went rogue
goal.
Because that was not on our list, but it's
something we're doing.
It's a good thing, but yeah, we're already doing it, so I kind of think that that's cheating. It's we're already doing that, but We'll let you have
Listen,
that
if I wanted to take that $1,500 one month and go spend a week in Timbuktu, okay?
We wouldn't do that because we're financially responsible, so we wouldn't do that.
Okay, but I could though. So therefore, it's still a go.
Okay, I see your point.
Then. I want to also address like some of the curveballs that life threw our way in 2022 because that also has affected our goals as well. And I think really there was really one curveball that came at us in 2022. I mean, you can jump in if there were anything else you could think of, but I would say the main curveball was leaving my job. So I will address this in more detail in a future video, but I did leave my job of 5+ years, my only post-grad employer, in November of 2022, and I have now transitioned into a new phase of life, right? So I will talk about all of that, but with that came, of course, there was less income in the last quarter and those kinds of things. And so I think all of that with, you know, just a new structure, new benefits, new just stuff, you know, with a new opportunity, you know, we're going to be talking more about that. But that was definitely something we didn't anticipate at the start of the year me doing, but something that ended up happening. So I just want to put that out there as well. Before you jump out of this video, I wanted to let you know that we do have a free webinar called the Financial Freedom Formula, How to Build Wealth Without a 6-Figure Salary. And that is literally what we have done over the past few years. We've been able to increase our net worth by almost $180,000 without making 6 figures. So if you want to see how we did that, right, maybe pick up a few tips for yourself, link will be down in the description box below, also pinned to the cards up here. So you don't want to miss it.
And don't forget to click the notification bell and subscribe button so that you never miss when we post great, valuable content just like this. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.